Let's say you came across this question in your JAMB exam. How will you solve it? It is very easy. Now let's solve together. The question says the empirical formula of an oxide of nitrogen, listen properly, containing 30.4% of nitrogen is. This question is extremely very easy. From the look of things, they want us to determine the empirical formula of the compound in this question. And what they told us about the compound, they said that the compound is an oxide of nitrogen. So listen and listen properly. You can see they gave us a very important information in this question, and it is oxide of nitrogen. As a student, you should know what an oxide is. Now listen. An oxide is a compound that is made up of two elements. All right, these elements are, listen and listen well. One of them, listen, you can see in this case they said oxide of nitrogen. From the word oxide, I can pick out an element from there, which is oxygen. So you should note here that in oxides, oxygen must be present, because you can see the word oxide. So definitely for oxides, oxygen must be present. And another element, this element could be a metal, a non-metal. Are you there? I already have a detailed video lesson that explains on oxides. All right, so you should do well to go watch that lesson to learn all kinds of oxides and the chemistry of oxides in general. So based on this question, they were specific. They said oxide of nitrogen. So the elements that are present, because I told you initially that oxides are made up of two elements. So because in this case it is oxide of nitrogen, it means that the element that makes up this compound, which we want to determine the empirical formula, is these two elements, nitrogen, which is symbolized as N, and oxygen. So for all kinds of oxide, oxygen must be present. Are you there? So based on all of this information, let's solve this question. It is extremely very easy. I'll be giving you the step to solve questions like this, and at the end of solving this question, I'm going to give you your own practice question, so you solve and provide the answer in the comment section. So watch closely. So first thing first, listen. To calculate empirical formula of any kind of compound, there are steps to follow. What did I say? There are steps. So follow through, listen carefully. The first thing to do is simply to write out the elements that are present in the compound. If it was other kinds of questions on empirical formula, they will just give us the elements that are present. But in this case, they gave us indirectly. They just said that, oh, this compound is simply oxide of nitrogen. So as a student, you should know here that the elements that are present in this compound, because you need that information to be able to solve the empirical formula, they are nitrogen and oxygen. So elements, they are, number one, nitrogen, and the other is oxygen. This is the first thing you do. Class, listen and listen well. After identifying the elements that are present in the compound given to you in the question, the next thing is to examine the information given to you in the question. Now guys, listen. They say that the empirical formula of an oxide of nitrogen, which we have deduced that the compound is made up of nitrogen and oxygen in this question, containing, very important, 30.4% of nitrogen. So it means here that I saw percentage. So after writing out the element present, the next information to write, listen, is simply what we call percentages. Listen, percentages, or you simply just say percentage composition of elements present in the compound. So here it becomes percentage composition. And what are the percentage composition of the elements present in this compound, which is oxide of nitrogen? They gave me one information, listen, and it is 30.4% of nitrogen. So under nitrogen, I am going to write 30.4%. Are you following me? The next step to take, because definitely oxygen should have its own percentage composition, but based on how the question is coined, they did not give us directly. That is why you should be aware that all compounds, they all have their percentage composition. So this compound which you want to determine the empirical formula, you should be aware that all compounds percentage composition must always equal to 100. This is what I mean, guys. It is very important to note this thing I'm about saying, because we want to now solve for the percentage composition of oxygen, because we need it to solve this question. If you don't know the percentage composition of oxygen, you will not be able to solve for the empirical formula in this question. So this is how it works, guys. The compound in general is oxide of nitrogen. And I believe now you're aware that it is made up of nitrogen and what? Oxygen. And I told you already that normally all compounds percentage composition must be equal to 100%. So you simply just say here 100% is equal to, what's the percentage composition of nitrogen as given to us in the question? It is 30.4%. I believe you are following me. So plus oxygen's percentage composition, which is not known, we'll just make it oxygen or X. So how do we now get the percentage composition of oxygen? Because in some questions, they will not give you the percent composition of the other element. And this is how it works. This is what you have to do irrespective on how the question is coined, guys. Listen. So let's look for this. To get this, this guy goes, it crosses the equality sign. So here become 100%, and it was positive 30.4 plus 30.4. There is no negative in front, so we just say it's positive. And when it crosses equality sign, it's going to be negative. So it now become minus 30.4% is equal. It has crossed, so is equal to. Are you not seeing it? Is equal to oxygen remaining. Are you following me? Which is oxygen percentage composition. So guys, moving further, this is what happens. So pick this guy up. We write it here. So oxygen percentage composition will be 100 minus 30.4%. All right. So 100 minus 30.4%. That's about 69.6%. All right. So percent composition of oxygen is about 69. All right. 0.6%. So that is what we have to write down for oxygen's percentage composition, which is 69.6%. So you can see how we have determined the percentage composition of both elements, because we need it. All right, we need their percentages to solve for empirical formula. So the next step, listen, we write here, the next step is to divide by their atomic mass. All right, divide by their atomic what? Mass. This is what I mean, guys. All elements in chemistry, they have their respective atomic masses. In questions, you will be given, but also as a student, you should note it, all right? You should know all of this information. Now, note this. Nitrogen's atomic mass is 14. Guys, note this information, whereby oxygen's atomic mass is 16. These are information you should know as a science student, but don't worry, in the question you'll be given. So divide through by their various atomic masses. So divide nitrogen's percentage composition by its atomic mass, which is 14 in this case, and oxygen percentage composition by 16. I believe you guys are following. So let's do that. So dividing 30.4 divided by 14, what are we getting? So 30.4 divided by 14. All right, divided by 14. That's about 2.17. I believe you guys are following. So let's do the same for this. So 69.6% divided by 16, that is 4.35. Are you there? So guys, moving further, listen and listen well. After you've done this, the next step to take is to divide through all of these numbers by the smallest. So look at this. So divide through by the smallest. All right, the smallest value. So what then happened? You now look at these two values, all right, and try to identify the number that is the smallest. So 2.17, 4.35, which is smaller, it is 2.17. So you divide both of these values by the smallest number, which in this case is 2.17 and 2.17. So when this happens, we're going to get 1. I believe you are aware, because 2.17 divided by 2.17 is 1. So let's do for this. So 4.35 divided by 2.17, that is approximately 2. Guys, listen, these values we have gotten, they call the value mole ratio. What did I say? They call the value what? Mole ratio, all right, of the element in the compound. So the empirical formula EF of this compound in this question becomes nitrogen. What's the mole ratio for nitrogen? 1. So N1, all right. O, what about oxygen? What's the mole ratio? 2. So we simply just say, because when 1 is attached to an element, it's same as writing nothing. So we just say O, NO2. So from this information, the empirical formula of the oxide of nitrogen containing 30.4% nitrogen is NO2. So the answer becomes option B. You can see how simple this question is. So guys, get ready for your own practice question. Okay guys, get ready for your own practice question. Here is your own question. Now it says the empirical formula of an oxide of, so instead of nitrogen, in this case for your question, is going to be oxide of sulfur containing, so I'm going to change the value, containing 60% of oxygen. In class, is very easy. 60% of oxygen, all right, is, so all these options will not count. So you calculate, do your own solving, all right. So that is for that. So the information you need to know here is that the atomic mass of sulfur is 32, while the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. I believe with these two informations, you are good to go. You have to be very careful. In this case, they gave us the percent composition of oxygen. They did not give us for sulfur. So I told you how to calculate for anyone you were not given using this format. And after doing that, write the percentage composition down, do your normal calculation, and definitely you are good to go. So provide the answer to this practice question in the comment section. So guys, we'll come to the end of this video lesson. If you find my video lesson helpful, make sure you click on the subscribe button to my YouTube channel and also share my lessons to your friends. Thanks
to have
for
more
watching.
understanding about chemistry calculations and solving all of this type of questions, I already have them on the chemistry masterpiece, okay, which is calculations and keynotes in chemistry. So if you are preparing to write the JAMB exam, this book is very, very important for you. Now, for more information getting the chemistry masterpiece, do well to direct message me via my WhatsApp number. It will be on the screen.